Okay. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, hi, my name is Amanda Rose, and in today's video I am going to be doing a first impressions, not a wear test this time though, because that takes a lot of time, and I think I may do a wear test after this. But I am going to be giving you my first impressions on the new beauty blender stuff. This is complimentary from Influencer. I'm really excited to try these products. I have never tried beauty blender makeup products before, but I have tried the beauty sponge. I used to use it way back in the day before I found other brands to try out. You guys know I love trying a whole bunch of stuff. Let's just go ahead and get into it. I have this box here full of stuff. We have 4 products to try. I do have the Bounce Liquid Whip Longwear Foundation. I got it in the shade 2.20 Neutral Olive. We have the Airbrush Liquid Whip Concealer in the same shade. We do also have the Bounce Powder. It's the Soft Focus Gemstone Setting Powder in Buff. And then we do have the new Beauty Blender. I'm gonna go more into depth into these things like before I try them, like how I normally do when I do reviews. For this, I am not going to put any primer on. You guys already know that when it comes to foundation reviews, I like to kind of just go in on its own. I probably say like 9 times out of 10 people don't use primers. Before we get into the face makeup, I'm going to talk about the beauty sponge. This beauty sponge is renewable. It is 60% plant-based, of renewal sugarcane, and produced by our proprietary 2-step foaming process, which is used among all of our sponges for cleaner foam and no harmful chemicals. This also claims that this absorbs water and it does not absorb your makeup, so you're not wasting makeup. I think that is awesome because I know that a lot of beauty sponges that I have tried absorb the makeup. It's like, where did all the makeup go? Which, I mean, it kind of makes sense because it is porous. This guy comes in 13 different colors. I think that is totally awesome. If I were to go in with another one, I'd probably do like a purple or the turquoise, because you guys know that I love turquoise. But yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and wet this real quick and then we'll be back to try the other products. Go ahead and wet this. This is what it looks like wet. It didn't get much bigger, but yeah, I don't really remember how big these got. I think I'm just so used to using the Morphe, e.l.f. and Real Techniques one. Those get really big. So yeah, there is that. Now we're gonna get into the foundation part. This is a weightless buildable full coverage foundation that gives you a natural matte finish that wears up to 24 hours. That is a huge claim, huge claim. So it says here that it is silky smooth. It is made to feel like you don't have anything on your skin, so weightless. This is infused with hyaluronic acid and antioxidant rich white birch extract, so it makes your complexion perfected and protected. This also comes in 40 shades. This is good for normal, dry, combination, and oily skin. This retails for $40. What they said for you to do is hold this at 45 degrees and press the button. There is a little lock back here so that you can lock it just in case, you know, you don't accidentally want to squirt anything out, or you've got kids like I do who will play with your makeup. Here we go. There we go. So I'm just gonna do 2 pumps here. The sponge feels like what it used to feel like when I would use it. It feels soft. It is getting the job done. The color is actually spot on. I thought it was gonna be a bit too dark, but we are good once you sheer it out. But it does look really good. I'm gonna go in with a little more on my forehead. Just gonna add it to the spots that I need a little bit more. So far, I don't know if it's because of my skincare that I put on before this, but it does look really good on the skin. It doesn't look matte. I know that it says that it is a like a natural semi-matte or a natural matte. It does look really nice on the skin. Is it full coverage? No, not at all. I still have right here on my face and right here that you can still see. So if you do want to go in with more foundation, then you can. I do miss the sponge. The sponge feels really good and it's getting the job done really fast. It looks nice and natural on the skin so far. I'm quite surprised because when I saw matte, I was like, girl, not on my dry skin, but this looks really good. I'm gonna go in with one more pump. Don't go too hard, you guys. Don't do what I just did. Because now I'm gonna have to change my shirt. All right, guys, I'll be back. I need to go change my shirt. I cannot believe I did that. That was a rookie mistake. Okay, so now we're gonna get into the brush side. It was so bad. Let me just lightly. Just gonna go in with this. So far, like right off the bat, I like it better with a brush. The sponge though gives you like more of a natural look. It gets the job done a lot faster, but it gives you more of that full coverage with the brush. With this foundation right now, it's giving me a little bit of a glow and I am here for it. Not expecting it, but this is pretty good so far. Using this brush isn't too bad. My Il Makiage and e.l.f. one are my favorites, so this one actually isn't too bad. It's not bad. Right now I don't really have a preference as to the beauty blender or a brush. With the brush, it applies it more full coverage, but with the beauty blender, it gets it done a lot faster and it gives you more of a natural look. So I'm not quite sure which one I like so far, but the foundation looks so good right now. Usually by this time I have a lot of foundation that settles into the cracks and it's not doing that in my smile lines. The nose, obviously the nose is always gonna be an issue. My chin doesn't look like it's caking up anywhere. And now that I have the foundation done, I'm gonna go ahead and do some eye makeup. I'm not gonna do a lot because my eczema is like on one right now, and then we'll get into the concealer. All right guys, so now I'm back. I'm just gonna let you know what I put on my face. I just used my Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I used my The Warrior 2 by Juvia's Place palette for my eyeliner. I've been obsessed with this palette lately for just very simple looks. So I went in with Shawata and Walzana. I mixed those two as my eyeliner. And then I also went in with my Complex Culture Brow Gel and my Essence Lip Gloss. And then I went in with my Ardell Wispies. You guys know that that is my go-to. Now that we have that done, the foundation still looks really good on my skin. It took me a minute to get everything on, and after the foundation has settled in, it does look matte, but it looks more of a natural finish matte. Like it doesn't look really dry on my skin. I do have dry patches like right here from where I had pimples, and it's not accentuating any of them. My smile lines look really good. My forehead lines look really good. It feels really lightweight. It literally doesn't feel like there is anything on my skin. Like I'm completely impressed right now. The next thing that we're gonna go in with is the concealer. This is a hydrating and full coverage concealer. You just use one swipe and you are good. It says that it knocks out your under eye circles, it covers up blemishes, and evens out discoloration. So pretty much what a concealer would do. And that is a pretty big claim because y'all can see right now, I've got like really bad under eye circles right now. So we're gonna see if this really does work. This is supposed to hydrate and brighten over time. This retails for $26. It doesn't say on the website how many shades there are, and I don't really want to sit here and count, but it looks like that there are the same amount of concealers as the foundation shades. If not, I'll just pop it somewhere over here and let you know. I was trying to figure out what the applicator looked like. It does look like a hoof, like the Lady Gaga lip gloss, but it is actually like a quarter of a sponge, of a beauty sponge, which is pretty cool. There's a lot of product on here. That color looks really light. Okay, so I'm just gonna keep it in this area. If anything, I'll use the excess on my chin just to highlight. The consistency is very thick, and I didn't even need to dip in again to get more product for the other side. So I am gonna use the sponge. The color is really bright. I probably say a little too bright for my liking. I do not like to highlight underneath my eye area because it's gonna accentuate my dark circles, which I feel like that's pretty much what it's doing right now. I'm not quite sure. We will see. It does lighten up as you blend it out. Oh, I don't know if I like this. It seems like with this formula, it's kind of like the e.l.f. Camo Concealer, the original one. You have to work fast with it, otherwise it's gonna dry. Set. That's what I'm feeling right now, is that this is drying really fast. So work one eye at a time. I was thinking that this was going to be super drying and crease, but it's not creasing right now, which a lot of concealers usually crease where my creases are, and it's not creasing at all. Next we have the Soft Focus Gemstone Setting Powder. I got it in the shade Buff. The website doesn't have the price of the setting powder on there yet. I don't know why, but like I said, if I do find it, I'll just put it in the corner. It has the netting on the bottom here for the product to come out. So it says that it's supposed to balance your face, so it's not supposed to make it feel super dry. It locks in your makeup, photo friendly, illuminating soft focus. It looks like this does have a bit of a luminous glow to it, or luminous finish to it, which I think is really pretty. I'm just gonna go ahead and swatch it here. Yeah, that's really pretty. So you can probably actually use this as a highlighter if you wanted to, like a really light highlighter. I'm gonna go in with my sponge, just a tiny bit. So I'm just gonna put this underneath the eye and set. That's the one thing that I missed about using a beauty blender, is that it is small enough, but not too small to get in the areas that you need. This is giving me like a tiny bit glow, and I'm here for it. This feels really good on the skin. It's really light. I'm impressed so far, you guys, with this line. Like super impressed so far. What I'm gonna do now is finish off my face, and I will be back to give you my final thoughts. All right, guys, so I have my makeup done. I went in, I'll show you the products here. I went in with my Charlotte Tilbury bronzer, my Essence Mosaic blush in All You Need Is Pink, Morphe setting spray, Complex Culture highlighter duo that I got in my Ipsy. I absolutely love it. And the lip gloss that I'm wearing right now is by Marc Jacobs in the shade Work It. These are like my favorite lip glosses ever, and they're always on sale too. We have all of the makeup done. Now we're gonna get into the final thoughts of the products that we do have here. First, we have the Beauty Blender. I really enjoyed this. I really missed using a beauty blender. It has literally been like a few years since I have used it. It blended everything out so well. Everything just looked nice and natural. I used this for my foundation, for my concealer, for my powder, and even for my highlighter a little earlier. This sponge is friggin' awesome. I think it's awesome also that it is 60% plant-based, and that they're just trying to do better. I feel like a lot of brands are trying to do better when it comes to the environment. So yay on this. The color is really nice too. I don't mind the green. And then we have the foundation here. It is supposed to be natural satin matte. It is exactly that. It definitely feels lightweight, like it says. It covered everything up. Now, at first it said that it's not full coverage. It is not really full coverage with the sponge, but it is full coverage with a brush. However, I don't really prefer one or the other. It's just whichever one that I grab, I'll use. It didn't settle into any of my fine lines. The color is right. Like, I love the color. It looks really good. It is not picking up on any of my dry patches, which I am really surprised, because usually when I do matte, it always grabs on to all of my dry patches and just makes me look really crusty. The only thing that I had an issue with was pretty much squirting this on my shirt that I have to wash. So make sure that when you do press this button, don't do it too close and really hard. Otherwise you're gonna get it on your shirt like I did. Like, rookie mistake, I know. This is a really good foundation. This concealer is very much full coverage, and I'm assuming that if I were to have a darker shade that this would work better, but I honestly don't mind mixing it up with other concealers that I do have. When working with this, you have to make sure to do one eye at a time, because like the e.l.f. one, it does dry really fast. But this blended out like a dream. I love the packaging, and it did such a good job of covering where it needed to cover. It did a really good job of covering up here. However, my under eye circles will like never go away. Like, I've tried. Even with changing my diet, it's still there. It's hereditary. The Soft Focus Gemstone powder. This setting powder is actually really nice. I do appreciate that it has very fine flecks of shimmer in it, whatever you want to call it. It definitely gives you a little bit more of a glow on the skin. It doesn't feel like there is powder on my face, which is really nice. But mind you, I didn't put that much powder on. Definitely gives you that airbrushed effect all over the face. On my forehead, you can kind of tell that there is is a little bit of luminosity up there from the powder. Underneath the eyes actually look really good. None of my face looks dry at all from any of these products, and I'm super surprised from that. All in all, I really enjoyed this new launch. I cannot believe how well all of these products did on my dry face. So yeah, that is pretty much it for my review. I hope that you guys enjoyed it. If you guys did enjoy it, please give it a big thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Also, thank you Influencer for supplying these products to me to try out. This was a lot of fun to do, and I love sharing things that I do love or that I am gonna try with you guys. So hopefully I get to partner with them in the future. We will see. Anyways, that is it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. What is my child doing? Not expecting. Excuse me. I was not. I'm not wearing any earrings. Oh my god.